This is the question. Is the evolution of historical society and science and all the ugly adumbrations of that, sexism, fascism, racism, is that part of the process? Or is it a breaking away? Is there some good in it? Was history for something, or would we have just been better off without it? And I don't know. I mean, I think of Western civilization as the prodigal son. You know, we went forth, we left our father's house, which was the archaic style of existence. We left our father's house, and we wandered into matter and cut deals with demonic forces, and millennia have passed, and now the earth is polluted, and we are back at the longhouse saying to these people, do you have any wisdom that can save us from our fate? Well, they do, to a degree. I mean, they have this deep insight into natural dynamics and curing, and maybe more. I mean, maybe there is magic in this world. But we know some things too, and we can summon the energy of the stars, if necessary, down to the deserts of this planet, or to the cities of our enemies, if necessary. And this is no small accomplishment on any scale. So I would like to think that this peregrination into matter went for something, that these are skills that we may need out in the universe when we really get our wings and take off. And that this deep involvement with matter, it was a kind of an addiction. And if we can pull out of it, a great deal has been learned. I mean, after all, if people had stayed in the rainforests, then we would have been ineluctably linked to the destiny of this planet as an animal species. And what if this is the only intelligence in the universe? Then I would think we have a certain obligation to preserve it past the life of the existence of the solar system. So if we're not willing to commit ourselves at any phase of our evolution to a technical phase that involves mastery over matter, then we have no more defense against the larger universe than raccoons and katydids if push comes to shove. I don't know. I mean, I've stressed that there's no easy resolution on this. It haunts all thinking about conservation. I mean, I thought throughout the 80s, why aren't the conservationist space colony enthusiasts? Why don't the Save the World people support the high-tech solutions that would move industry off the planet? Why are these various factions unable to make common cause behind a very large vision? And I don't know, but I think as pressure mounts for solutions, this will have to be done. I mean, I would like to live in a world where the entire Earth was a bioreserve. I would like to live in a situation where the idea that there would be heavy industry inside the bioreserve would be thought an abomination. All that stuff can be done on the moon or in the asteroid belts. It's as inappropriate as having a nuclear power plant in the middle of a rainforest to have heavy industry on the surface of the Earth. We need to think on very large time scales, and we need to figure out how to create political machinery to do that. We've been living a potlatch existence, just a frenzied, consumerist kind of unthinking abuse. And I think the best inoculation for that style of life is a stiff dose of psychedelics. You can't evade it. You know, it dissolves boundaries. It allows you to feel what you're doing. I mean, the level of denial in this society is incredible. God, we don't feel it. We read the newspaper, but we don't feel what it's telling us. You know, because if we felt it, we would probably be an emotional wreck. But there's something to be said for opening up to some of that. You know, there's a notion in therapy that if you want the client to actually make progress, you raise the alarm level Guy comes to you for therapy, you say to him, you think you've got problems? You have no idea what problems you have.